All right, so look, right now, America is in a moment that should shake this whole country wide awake. 40 plus million Americans are anxiously sitting at home waiting to find out if their food stamps will reload here in the next couple days. 40 million souls are waiting to see if they'll be able to eat next week. That's 1 in every 8 people in this country. Think about it. And while that silence stretches, while this uncertainty hangs in the air, I want people to really look around. Like, look at your community. Look at the businesses in your community. Look at the churches in your community and ask yourself, do they care? Because if this moment doesn't make it clear, then nothing will. If next week comes and those benefits don't hit, then people will be waking up hungry, walking to work on empty stomachs, standing behind counters, cooking food for others while they can't afford a meal for themselves. You see how insane that sounds? Imagine a mother who works the morning shift at McDonald's. She's serving breakfast to hundreds and hundreds of people, but she can't even bring home a breakfast sandwich for her child to eat. Imagine a young man working late at Domino's, delivering pizzas all night long, but he hasn't eaten in 2 days. And that's what this system creates. Humans being used up by machines that never stop. These fast food corporations, these stores, these delivery chains, they've made millions off our hunger. They've fed off the same neighborhoods that they drained. Every McDonald's, every Taco Bell, every Dollar General has made a fortune on the very backs of people who are on the edge of starvation right now. But what happens when people start going hungry for real? Nothing. No free meals, no community programs, no compassion, nothing. No humanity, just business as usual. Because that's all this system knows is business, profits, extraction. They will watch you starve before they give you a free burger. They'll throw away the food every night before they give it to the people outside of their doors. Because to them, hunger is an opportunity. Desperation is leverage. It keeps you obedient, compliant, and easy to manage. And we can't forget the churches either. How many of our people give 10% of their paycheck every week, every month, every year to these churches? For years. How many people have donated to building funds, to parking lots, sound systems, the pastor's anniversary, all in the name of the storehouse? But look around. Where's the storehouse when people are hungry? Where's the feeding center? Where's the open doors? If so many people have been paying their tithes faithfully and consistent, shouldn't the church be able to help the community in times like these? But most of them won't. They'll preach faith while ignoring the famine. They'll pray for provision instead of providing it because they too have become a part of the same machine. And that's the part that most people don't want to admit. That this machine does not have a conscience. It doesn't care about life. It doesn't care about you. It only cares about extraction. It will take from you until there's nothing left to take. It'll drain your body, your spirit, your time, your energy, your money, your hope, and still turn around and tell you that you are the problem. That's how it keeps running. It feeds off of guilt, off of need, off of dependency. And if you let it, if we let it, it will exploit us to infinity and beyond. There is no finish line for this system. There's no point where it says, we've taken enough. It would rather watch the world burn than stop feeding itself. Because the machine can't stop. It doesn't know how. It's not built to stop. It's built to consume. But we are not machines. We are people. And at some point, we have to decide that enough is enough. We have to remember what real community means. Not this fake version where we only come together in holidays or times of tragedy. But a real living community where we can depend on each other the same way that we've depended on this system. Because this system has been our God for too long. We pray to it every payday. We sacrifice to it every month when the rent's due. We worship its convenience and comfort while it feeds on our time and our lives. We forgot that nature fed us long before Walmart did. We forgot that we fed each other long before the government did. We forgot that real wealth is in the soil, in the seeds, in the hands of the people, not the CEOs. So if the system stops feeding us, then maybe it's time for us to feed ourselves. If the corporations close their doors, then maybe we should open ours. If the churches stay silent, then maybe we should build new temples within the people. This is what real awakening looks like. Seeing the illusion for what it really is and choosing to build something real instead. This collapse isn't a punishment, it's a revelation. It's showing us what is fake and what was never love in the first place. These businesses don't care. These politicians don't care. And these churches, most of them don't care. They only love you when you're buying, when you're tithing, when you're paying. The moment you stop feeding the machine, it stops pretending to love you. So maybe that's the blessing in disguise. Maybe this is the moment where we wake up and realize that we were holding all the power all along. Because once we depend on each other again, once we depend on the earth again, once we start feeding off nature instead of from the machine, we'll see that we were never powerless. We just forgot. So this is the wake-up call. They don't give a fuck about us. But we can. We can care about us. And that's how we win.